Hello, everybody. Welcome to the social service meeting of 128-25.
Rosano. Simpson.
Yes.
Leary.
Here.
Epicoro.
Yeah.
Andrew Joyce is excused. Miller.
Present.
Fine.
Here.
Lockhart. Please be quiet during the meeting.
Hey, we're starting the next meeting, please. Bill, go out in the hall.
Leave it to the teacher.
You have a quorum. First order of business is to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item 2 is authorizing an agreement with Parsons Child and Family Center regarding the participants achieving through hard work program. Commissioner Manning is here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, Parsons actually has a PATH program, which is participants achieving through hard work. And this is a program that is, actually we found out about because probation utilizes it as well. And this is for our juveniles that are involved with STSJP, the supervision and treatment for juveniles. And what they do is they provide enhanced case management services. And they also have mentors that are working with the youth. And it really has been successful in preventing children from going into placement.
Are there any questions?
Make a motion.
Question or, yeah,
Just
Ms. Lockhart?
use of credible messengers.
Yes, it's like a peer-to-peer advocate.
Okay.
So,
Any other questions?
Calling them now.
Motion?
Nicole May.
Second? In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Items 3 and 4 are withdrawn. Item 5 is amending the 2025 Department of Children, Youth, and Families budget for administrative adjustments.
Thank you. Yes, basically there are 2 positions that with the CSEA contract and the steps that both individuals are in, we didn't have enough money in the line. So we're taking the one account clerk line and using that money to actually support so they are at the appropriate level.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right. Item 6 is authorizing an agreement with Leahona Academy for youth for the provision of foster care services.
Yes, Leahona was willing to accept our youth. We've been looking for a placement for this youth for months. This child has been rejected by all local voluntary agencies as well as our neighboring states. We went as far as Maine and down to Florida. So this program is actually in Utah, and unfortunately the youth has already bombed out of it. He's in a psychiatric hospital right now, but we still need to proceed with this contract so we can pay them for the 18 days he was in the program.
Any questions? Ms. Lockhart?
He's already bombed out, as you said, but what kind of issues would have prevented him from being placed here?
Basically, he has reactive attachment disorder, and he becomes very aggressive, and that's what happened at Leahona. He assaulted 3 staff members. I had requested that they actually file charges. We may get more resources if they did have juvenile delinquent charges. They were not willing to do so, so we're scrambling again. This is also a child that we rented a SILT program from CMS, and basically our staff were around the clock 24/7 with him for 8 weeks. So, you know, again, that's a concern as well, and that's why our overtime is, we need to move money in for that as well.
So for this particular child, I imagine there's more like him,
We have one at Albany Med right now.
and they end up being hospitalized because they don't have a suitable placement. We just don't have those kind of placements.
Correct, and I actually had a call with the Office of Children and Family Services yesterday that were really asking for their assistance in supporting us and, you know, advising the voluntary agencies of at least giving a youth a chance. Because sending them so far away is not.
What do you think we need in this area for that?
I have met with should say, LaSalle and OCFS and other folks, OMH was involved as well, really looking at a setting that is much more therapeutic, but also because the voluntary agencies are all in the city of Albany, many times the kids go AWOL. So
Yeah.
that's a challenge. So I had requested, I don't know if folks remember Scano House that used to be, you know, over at CDPC. It's a locked facility. And that's what we really need to do to maintain these youth and to keep them safe.
And just one more, I mean, Ellis closed their juvenile facility, you know. Would that have been something that would have been appropriate for this child?
Unfortunately, hospitalizations are so short-term
Yeah.
that we need something longer term. We need much more of a continuum of care.
You just don't have that
We
here.
just don't have it.
Thank you.
What was the ultimate placement for the youth?
He's currently in a psychiatric hospital for
In the
21
state
days
or?
in Utah.
Oh, in Utah. So we wouldn't, at this point, we don't have a comparable place in our county that they do in Utah, so we couldn't accommodate this person, or someone like him. We have no ability to accommodate.
Correct. We went from Maine all the way over to Michigan, down, there's a pending one in Texas, there's another one in Utah, and one in New Mexico that we continue to explore.
Do we need to develop a capacity to handle, do we have a large number of youth with this kind of profile?
And this isn't just Albany County, this is throughout New York State, so.
So it's
we-
a state issue, not beyond the county?
Correct.
Okay. Wow.
Are there any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 7 is authorizing agreements regarding the Healthy Families Home Visiting Program.
Thank you. Yes, the Office of Children and Family Services provides us money to implement the Healthy Families Program. We would also be requesting to contract with Parsons because they have a team of Healthy Families staff. This program has expanded this year that we can work with Child Protective at, usually it's birth age 3 months to be involved in the Healthy Families Program, but they've extended it to 6 years old. So we will be serving more youth, and it is a evidence-based curriculum that really helps the child development, but also the parent-child relationship, thus avoiding any type of child abuse or neglect.
Can I, where do they get referrals from? From the hospital if they've had not?
Hospitals,
haven't had any prenatal care?
pediatricians, we also have our single point of entry line, so we get a lot of referrals there. And a mom, you know, could still be pregnant and then be involved in the program, so we ensure that then she gets prenatal care.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Can I have a motion? In favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 8 is authorizing an interdepartmental agreement between the Department for Children, Youth, and Families and the Albany County Probation Department.
Yes, we've been working with probation, you know, regarding our juveniles that are involved in family court, secure detention, and other places. And so we help support probation officers' salary and fringe. But in addition, they have the accountability board, they have the parent project, the JRUS program, which is the juvenile release, and also Raise the Age. So they have dedicated staff to address those issues with those juveniles.
Any questions? Can I have a motion? Second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes. Can I have a motion to end the meeting? Two? All in favor? Thank you all.